You guys are such a great audience. And I think the speakers have been exceptional too. From a moderator's perspective, they've stayed on time, but they've been interesting as well. So I hope you all are enjoying the conference. I am very grateful to Rob and the rest of the organizing committee to give me a very brief time with you to talk to you a little bit about the Emergency Medicine Network just before we get Kenji up on the stage, who's always a great hit to give us the finale for the day. So I'm just going to talk to you very briefly. I'm going to ask you a question first, get you all engaged. How many people have heard of the BC Emergency Medicine Network? Hey, that's pretty good. How many people are signed up as members of the Emergency Medicine Network? That's great. The goal of the talk is that the numbers that have heard of it at the end of the next day or two are also going to be signed up. And I hope I can tell you why. So here's our vision: exceptional emergency care everywhere. And I'm going to need my projector, my little slide mover. And the best way that I can summarize what this thing is through a little video. So Paul, can we just play this little animated video, please? With some sound. Start it from the beginning again if we hit the sound. Technology is always the bane. Well, this is a silent movie that we'll try to wander through here. Do you think we can fix it? I gave a talk at Grand Rounds for the Department of Emergency Medicine a couple weeks ago. You wouldn't believe the technological glitches that we had, more so than we have even with the network. Just a simple talk. It was working.
Welcome to the BC Emergency Medicine Network. Providing state-of-the-art emergency care is challenging due to the rapidly increasing amount of new knowledge generated each day. Many physicians struggle in isolation to define and implement best practices in their setting. Across British Columbia, practitioners have powerful knowledge and expertise waiting to be shared. The BC Emergency Medicine Network is connecting all emergency practitioners and organizing clinical resources, continuing professional development, innovation, and real-time support. It works like this. Andy wants to know, how do I investigate a patient with a TIA? He visits the EMN platform, asks his question, and immediately gets a point-of-care emergency clinical summary. It's that easy. The EMN searches for the most reliable, relevant, and concise information, so you don't have to. The power is in the comments, discussions, and content contributed by members like you. Next, Rita wants more experience in resuscitation. Rita wonders, when is the next resuscitation simulation offered? Rita accesses the network's CPD webpage, finds the course description, and registers for the next available course. Although the network doesn't have all the answers, it provides a forum for you to explore innovation initiatives, join ongoing studies, and guide our research agenda. Through discussion between clinicians and experts, we can work towards solutions that we then share with everyone. But what if Jamie needs help now? Over the next 2 years, we will build a real-time support program for secure, social media-based support, urgent telephone advice, and video-linked critical care support. Our goal is to develop immediate video-linked support in all emergency departments. Together, we will pool our expertise across the province and support each other to ensure the best patient care. Sharing, supporting, and innovating to improve patient care.
So it would take me 45 minutes to do that succinctly. So I hope that gives you a broad picture of what we're trying to do. We're really only trying to do two things. We're trying to provide support for clinicians in emergency settings, and we're trying to connect physicians, particularly across the whole province, that provide care for patients in the emergency department. We provide the support, you saw that, through these 4 pillars: clinical resources, innovation, continuing professional development, and real-time support. We launched about 2.5 weeks ago, and we have about 250, I think 251 members right now. And so it's pretty successful, but we want all of you to join. The clinical resources that we are putting together are these, first of all, these point-of-care clinical summaries, 2-pagers. What do you need to do? What's the latest? What should you not do? Very simple. If you have a patient in front of you, it's 2 in the morning, you're tired, you can't really remember what was at the last conference, this should be able to give you the information that you need. We have about 50 on there now. We need to get a couple of hundred on there through your help. And of the 50, 25 we built with experts within our own province. Other ones we've linked. So this is an example of one from the Pediatric Trek website. And they've gone to a lot of care to do this. So rather than building something that already exists, we just take you immediately there to the right spot on that website. We're trying to get, this is a little bit tougher, we're trying to get some visual images that might be helpful, like dermatology, so we're working with them right now. We don't have those up yet. We have the ability to sort of link directly. These are all, we take you to Life in the Fast Lane, actually, because they have a great ECG resource. So if you've got an ECG and you wonder if this is Brugada, is it Wellens, what the heck is it? You can just hit there, it's this Brugada, and you'll get an example of Brugada ECGs and a bit of an explanation right away. And there's, I think, 61 now different topics for patient information sheets, and they're in multiple languages. And we're going to build that resource as well. So we've taken the ones that we thought were the best, so you don't have to look for all of this stuff and search for it. And the same thing with procedural videos. So 3 to 5 minute videos on procedures. We have about 25 up there now, and we hope to have at least 50. So same thing, if you haven't tapped an ankle or an elbow in a while, you want a little refresher, you go there. Rather than going to YouTube, searching for it, and then having about 10 or 20 that you want to look through, some of them are good, some of them are bad, we'll try to do that for you. So that's providing some information that we hope will be clinically useful to you, and then we want to share that knowledge. We believe there's wisdom right across this province of ours. There's wisdom in smaller sites, in academic centers, everywhere. Why not share the solutions that we've had? Why not, when you've done some rounds or done a topic on something and you're right up to date, why don't we share that instead of with your own department and 15 or 20 people? Why don't we share it with 1,100 people out there? Because that's the information. Why not use that and to its most best value? And we can talk to each other. We can do it through social media. If you're a member, they'll have some information about yourself and about others. You can contact people that might have similar kinds of problems, work in similar settings. We want you to comment on, if you go there and you see something and you think, hey, that's pretty good, we want you to say so. If you've got the time to just put a little comment in there, you can easily click on that. If you don't like it, we also want you to say that, because we want to know, and the power and I guess the confidence that people have in this is that we're always, in our own community of 1,100 to 1,200 docs, checking and providing that kind of information. So we have a lot of big organizations that really believe in this. Some of them have given us money to get started. We're now working on how we're going to keep this thing going. It's a true network, so it comes from all of you. It's not a UBC thing, although we're providing, in my role, providing some leadership and some support for that. But we want this to be really built from the ground up, and we'll put the administrative structures and governance that we need to make sure you have the confidence and it keeps rolling. This is just the management and advisory committee. These people have committed a whole lot of time to this. They really believe in it. There's many others who have already provided some resources, and so I'm very grateful to all of them. Second row, second from the left, is Charla. Charla, wave to people. Charla is the manager for the network. Without Charla, this thing never would have happened. We've been working on this for 4 years, and over the past almost a year, we've actually finally built it and put it together with Charla's help. So the power is with you, individuals. The launch of the shuttle took a lot of people to be able to do that. No one person could have done that, no one single organization. So if everybody contributes a little bit, we contribute a lot, and we make this great. This is our honorary CEO, and he is putting the message out to you that we want you. We want you to be part of this because you are all part of it. You can gain from it, and you can also contribute to it. So it's free to join. Join. You can unjoin if you want to. So there's no real harm in joining. We're not going to come and attack you. But what we're asking you to do is look around, see what it is. Tell us what might be better. At the very least, you can just use the stuff that's there, or you can comment, or you can actually suggest something that we should add to this, and we might then work together to try to put something else that will be beneficial to everybody on the network. So use it. Think of us now, if this really works, instead of 95 emergency departments in the province, we are one emergency department, we have 95 rooms, and 120 emerge docs working at any one time. And let's start communicating with each other, talking to each other, and helping each other out. So take some time to have a look at it, and if you can, please take time to join and just explore it more. Thank you very much for your time.